Alright, Doc, head over to the VC in Discord, and I will pick up the chat there. I don't care. Welcome back, everybody, to Monster Hunter Stories 2. This will be the final stream, or at least I hope it will. Because holy crap. Holy crap, this has been a really long game. Before anybody asks, I will not be streaming Code Violet anytime soon. The game is just... It's a really divisive topic right now for a lot of reasons. The game just really needs a lot of work, and the developers released it in what I consider to be a subpar condition. I'm trying to find a nice way to put this, and I can't find one. The game sucks. I need to test it out after its latest patch, but the first patch didn't really help that much, so... See? Do I have eggs to hatch? Yeah. Ooh, they have a 1 in 3 chance of failing that, actually. Alright. Welcome, Liz. Okay, so I'm going to show off what I've done a little bit, and then I'm also going to show off how I did it. In terms of equipment, I have acquired the Shayla bow and put it to tier 2. I put the Brimstone Drake scale to tier 2, and I still have a tier 1 Brimstone Drake saw. So I'm still wearing the Kungalala U armor. I haven't changed out my Revival S the entire game. I guess I should... look for something that's actually really useful. Sonorous would be really, really good. Oh, there's Revival M. Holy shit. I guess I'll be testing Revival M here. Okay. So, we're gonna go back to the Forbidden Grounds. Show off my little farming method here for the materials that are gonna get me what I want to do for the final match. Takes a bit of running. I run around this area looking for items because this a lot of the stuff here is actually pretty decent drop. Some of them are bad drops, but I mean that's any area you hunt down items for. I realized there was a chest here with 3 max potions in it. I don't know what it is about the simple culture of drinking a good food. Oh god, Kyle's paralyzed.
I'll take care of the rest. sharp.
Oh, these are hot. Wow. Those noodles of that time still are hot as fuck. Sorry, everybody. I know that I don't have much commentary for fighting a brute Tigrex, but the only interesting thing I can tell you about fighting a brute Tigrex is that well, there's not really anything interesting about fighting them except to make it like a freight train, and you should probably be careful. By the way, anybody looking for a power combo that really shit cans enemies, combine Bloodsuck with Berserk.
Thanks. Stay sharp.
Doc, you said something? I love video game fails like that, and that game is so full of them.
You did it.
Actually, Doc, one of the more interesting, fun things about the... You remember that rogue set of armor that I told you about for Divinity 2 that I found for Seville? That's basically reminiscent of pirate armor? When you have the full set, it basically has an automatic charm aura. So enemies that get caught in that aura and don't have magic armor, they automatically get charmed and fight for you for 2 turns before they regain their senses. On the boat, on the Lady Vengeance ship battle, that ability triggered, and I didn't realize it until after I had nearly killed a set of enemies, and then realized that one enemy had started attacking his teammates. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's he doing? And then I remembered there's a charm aura on my armor. Yeah, that actually saved me and made the fight a little bit easier. And you and I will be getting that armor before we finish our playthrough in Fort North, because that's just really good rogue armor. Bloodsuck is just one of the most useful skills in the game. This is the reason to have a hunting gear right there. Yeah, the reason why you combine Bloodsuck and Berserk, you're kind of seeing why right here. Every attack regenerates some health. The more you pile on critical hits, because critical hits will restore more health because they deal more damage, the more you make the monsters harder to kill.
I'll take care of the rest.
Okay, he was just going That's not good, but that's better than potentially killing my fucking Xeno. I would like to get a Stygian Xenova before I end the game, but I don't want to make the Let's Play wait me longer than it has to finish. I mean, I didn't really stream all week last week except for one day, and that was just because I was really tired. My head was in a bad space. Bitch. I'm gonna pound you into the dirt! Voltage crash! Oh shit, he's technical. For anybody wondering, my bow came from a Seragios. And that's what we just fought. I don't know much about the Seragios monster. It's not one of the more recurring ones from my knowledge, but I could be wrong about that. I am not the biggest Monster Hunter lore guy out there, and I will not pretend to be. I've actually been trying to learn the lore from a couple of friends playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I want that. Monster bones, blue shrooms. You want to know what sucks is I think I need Vest Point wings. Which means I kind of need got my bongo drum, or in this case my guitar. Assault my top ability so that my friend and monster will regenerate HP.
I'll take care of the rest.
Excuse me. Keep roaring in my fucking ears like that, you damn bastard. God damn it, I hate that so much. Oh, now I'm paralyzed. One of the best boards is down. I've got blocked by paralysis again. The other best board is dead. Talk about a delayed fall reaction. Got a shitload of HP for an archer. Can I say that?
Thanks.
Stop your shit!
Thanks.
Azinogra's gonna beat your ass! Come here, boy! I'm gonna cave in your skull with this bongo drum! Jesus, he kicked me in the fucking face so hard I flew like a ragdoll. That man must have been using me for golf. My ass beat for golf practice, goddamn. This is worse than Happy Gilmore. The sequel was good too. It was really funny. Well, that's why I'm not doing that much fucking damage and being retarded. Attacking a monster that's weak to swords with a fucking hunting horn. Just because the hunting horn is that goddamn useful. still thought it was hilarious that I walked into Act 2 of that game with like fucking 15,000 gold. And then immediately lost a bunch of it for skills. I want that sandberry off. But again, I think I've made people wait long enough to see the end of this game. I'm just showing off my farming method for Stygian materials. Farming in the Forbidden Grounds is extremely dangerous. I don't know if anybody remembers how at the end of the first game, I would constantly get interrupted in fights by Devil Joe in the last area. Yeah, that happens here too a lot. Only instead of the Devil Joe interrupting the fight by replacing the monster, it's a Basil Geese that can sometimes also do it. And again, instead of replacing the monster, because of course I have to compile this problem, it doesn't just replace the monster, it adds another monster to your problems. So, you won't just be fighting a Stygian Xenogre if this goes wrong. You will be fighting a Stygian Xenogre and a Basil Geese. Or a Stygian Xenogre and a Devil Joe. I love his arc shot so much. His arc shot is broken. Now I'm really angry. Oh, that's good damage. Look, I know that move has a low chance of paralysis, but Jesus Christ, man. Commencing my final stream of Monster Hunter Stories 2. Oh, dude, I've been working on this game for a couple months. I did run into a centipede in Final Fantasy IV for the DS when I tested it out a little bit this morning. And the centipede cast an earth attack, randomly did 200 damage and one-shot me. So now I have to do the whole fucking beginning over again. Yeah, but I don't remember it being that much of an asshole when I last played it.
It was an obvious win.
Oh, that's where I'm getting Dragonfell berries. The fucking Stygian Xenogre can drop them. And apparently so can the Dracophage bugs. Believe me, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about, too. And it wasn't nice. You want to know something even really hilarious about an experience I had with the PSP version of the game? My mom and I were playing it for a little while, the PSP version of the original Final Fantasy. She got lost and couldn't figure out how to get back to town, and kept dying because she kept trying to get back to town and kept getting ran over by too many monsters at once. So she had to hand me the damn console, and I had to get her back to the city so she could heal and buy items again. I was laughing so hard when I finally got through to be able to do it.
One more time.
I appreciate that thought process in those developments. That's very nice.
Perfect aim. You did it.
Okay, yep, fighting the Dracophage bugs can yield Dragonfell berries. I didn't know that. Now I know that I can upgrade this damn weapon and get its Dragonfell berry requirement dealt with less misery than I originally thought I was going to have. One of my streams, I lost an hour and a half of my life trying to farm Dragonfell berries. I didn't get one. And now I'm at a point in the game where I can fight enemies that just drop them. And the worst part is that there is no, like, I even went into Reddit forums in order to try and find help. Everybody suggested just running around and grabbing them or having your Monstie expeditions get them. Nobody made it clear that you could fight a Stygian Xenogre in order to be able to collect them. Or the Dracophage bugs. To be fair, you don't really run into the Dracophage bugs for an extremely large portion of the game. That's actually true. Hello, Stream Hub World. Welcome to the show. I love how this game imitates the getting carded animation every time you use the catavan to get back to town. Because they just throw your ass off.
Welcome. How can I help?
Okay, I need to go kill another Devil Joe in order to get the last of the pieces necessary to max this bow out. Oh, I didn't get enough Stygian Xenogre parts to be able to actually upgrade the weapon, even once. Oh, you greedy Piece of shit game. God damn it. I need Devil Joe parts for the tier 3 on my sword too. That's what makes it worse. I could level up Eternal Strife instead of the Drake song.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess. What are you doing? Oh. The fuck are you playing? Oh. Okay. Fall down there and see where that leads. The game says no. You got a messy reputation. We're in a sticky situation. I don't know why I'm suddenly remembering that song and the music of Spaceballs right now, but I am. Spaceballs was a good movie. I am exceedingly worried, though, about... He was sitting there, like, chomping on the tidbits of my ass for a minute there. That was one determined digress. I'm not really sure how the hell they're going to sequel Spaceballs now that, like, more than half the cast is either dead or geriatric as fuck. Because, I don't, like... I mean, I didn't know how they were going to sequel Happy Gilmore, and Happy Gilmore's sequel turned out to be pretty funny. But I don't really know how they're going to do it with... I don't know. Particularly nowadays, I just don't feel like modern audiences and the vision that developers seem to think that a modern audience has would coalesce with anything that Spaceballs is. Like, Spaceballs was one hell of an interesting parody, and it was funny as hell, and it was really stupid as shit. And it was supposed to be. I just don't trust modern Hollywood to do it any kind of justice. I thought Mel Brooks was dead. I was relieved when we found out he was alive and willing to do it.
I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, he's old as hell. That's not an inaccurate way to describe him. And yes, he was. I think he was in his 50s when he did Spaceballs. So,
I'll thank you later.
I mean, that's what that is that's literally a reference, actually, to Spaceballs 1, when Yogurt literally says, God willing, we'll all meet together again in Spaceballs 2, the search for more money. That's a reference to literally the line that Yogurt says in the first movie. And if that's the opening title sequence they've got title for it, I am here for it already. My faith may very well have been restored. I appreciate it, thank you. Spaceballs is a movie that is close to my heart for how hilariously silly and stupid it is. And, I believe he did manage to. Yeah, I might have to look that up. But I'm pretty sure he was involved in the development of Robin Hood. He likes to star in his movies as random characters. And I note that he wasn't in Men in Tights, at least not that I can remember. Men in Tights was definitely the kind of humor he would go for. That's funny.
Stay sharp.
That's hilarious. Some directors do that because they think it's funny. I know Stan Lee did it a lot just because he loved how hilarious and silly it was. And that was just his way of fucking around. God rest his soul. Stan Lee was a wonderful movie. The world is lessened for his loss. Yes. Oh, man!
One more time.
Oh my god, that's funny as shit! I'm really heartbroken now, too, that he wasn't in an actual strip club. That would have been funny as shit! God damn it! Oh, that's hysterical. By the way, Rev, I'm beating the shit out of Stygians, you know, just praying to God that one of them will retreat so I can get an egg. Good. The only time I used guides when I played the OG RPG series of video games that I ran through, like the Legaia 2 Dual Saga. God fucking damn it, Katie. And then Shadow Hearts Covenant, and Shadow Hearts from the New World, was when I was looking for everybody's ultimate gear and how the fuck am I supposed to get it. And particularly in Shadow Hearts 1, a lot of the ultimate transformations that your character, that your main character can have, I fucking needed that shit. A whelp core? Uh-huh. A whelp core. That's interesting. But yeah, it's just one of those. I looked up how to get a lot of their ultimate equipment, and they went and did it because, particularly for old school RPGs, getting everybody's ultimate gear is very obscure. A lot of old school RPGs don't really explain any of this shit to you, and they don't even clue you in as to where it would be. So it's extremely easy to miss. And I was glad I did it too, because you have to hunt down, just for the main character of the original Shadow Hearts, to give everybody a rough idea of why I used a guide and how complicated it was. You have to hunt down 6 different gemstones that are hidden in 6 different areas for his 6 different ultimate transformations of elements. You have to hunt down his ultimate weapon and his ultimate armor. And the 6 different gemstones, some of them you can just find randomly in the locations they're supposed to be after a certain point in the story. Others have to be found by completing obscure-ass side quests that the game doesn't even tell you is a thing. And some of this shit you kind of just have to know. And I missed his 2 most powerful, absolutely most powerful transformations in the first game because I didn't know that when I went to a specific dungeon, I had to engage against a specific boss only after acquiring a specific stone in said dungeon. And only then would I be able to leech the monster from the boss. And that particular monster would turn into his 2nd most powerful transformation. And you need to unlock his 2nd most powerful transformation in order to even be allowed to get access to his most powerful transformation, which unlocks access to the good ending of the fucking game. If you do not collect his most powerful transformations, the game literally locks you into the bad ending. But the game also doesn't tell you that in a certain dungeon, a specific puzzle needs to be completed to collect a specific stone just to be able to get the transformation that I'm talking about. So if you're wondering why I try to go out of my way to use a guide in order to get those, that's why. And I missed his most powerful transformations. You might have noted, I've already said, I missed those. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. I didn't get to see those, and I didn't get to see the good ending because I didn't get to see those. The bad ending, however, is considered canon. I need to go back and complete the game Kudelka as well.
How can I help?
Kudelka is not a fucking cheap to find physical game these days. Kudelka is an RPG, is a turn-by-turn tactical RPG horror game that was created years ago. All the way back on the original PlayStation 1. And I don't blame you, Fox, for having never heard of it. It's a fairly obscure game today. And if you've heard of the Shadow Hearts series, though, then I'm sorry. Yeah, the Shadow Hearts series is a sequel series to Kudelka. So in order to max out my weapons, I need to go hunt at least 2 Devil Joes to get the Devil Joe materials necessary to hunt to upgrade these 2 weapons here to max. I need to hunt at least 1 more Stygian Xenogre. And then for my Shayla bow, this is where I need to hunt the other Devil Joe because my Shalya bow demands that I have Devil Joe materials to hit tier 3 as well. How much time have I already burned on this farming venture? I have lost 50 minutes. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell some items. I'm sure I've got some stuff lying around that could be sold. Jesus fucking Christ, I swear to you. Oh?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Aoife, huh? If you want to be able to clear that inside of the allotted time, you need to minimize the amount of time you run around searching for anything. Only kill enemies that are absolutely necessary.
Wonderful.
Then you better move your ass. I never got to pick up a Palamute. I'm really disappointed. Elder Dragons. I wonder if I couldn't upgrade this armor enough. What's its weaknesses? It's weak to dragon. Okay, that may or may not be really bad. Well, cool though, that's interesting.
Welcome. How can I help?
Can you upgrade this Auroros armor that I have? Yeah, you can. I have exactly enough fucking Dragon Fell Berries to do it. It demands an Elder Dragon Blood to max out? That's interesting. 142 defense. Okay, it's got good enough abilities to get me through.
Thank you.
Alright, I think we can do this. I think we can take the final boss. Particularly if the final boss is anything as easy as the final boss from the last game. Watch, now that I've said that, I'm going to get my face smashed into shit because I opened my mouth. We look forward to your continued patronage. All right. You gotta save Rafa. Oh shit, Sherlock.
Zealot!
Don't interfere!
Oh, stop telling me not to interfere, you worthless ass
He's
cockblock.
suffering! The destructive power's gonna swallow him up! Everyone, we gotta rescue Rafa!
For the love of God, Naviru, stop talking! It's the end of the game! You can shut up for once! God, I hate him so much. Good! He doesn't even need to be in 3. He didn't need to be here, and that's why I hate him! It's because he has no reason to be here! What, Fox? I don't have a problem with his cartoony appearance. This entire game has a cartoony aesthetic. I have a problem with the fact that he takes away from virtually every fucking special moment in this entire goddamn game because it's supposed to be about the player character's journey, growth, and development as a character, and he keeps taking away from it with a whole bunch of random, baseless-ass, dumb shit that he has to throw into a scene because he's a mascot! He has ruined the story of this entire fucking game for me! I haven't been able to enjoy any of the deepest moments because he opens his mouth and says dumb shit that isn't necessary when simply focusing on the player character and their dragon in the moments where they need to bond and the moments where they need to learn, and letting body language tell a story, if you have to have him mute, would have done the job! And it would have felt so much less painful to watch. Naviru is here because they wanted an annoying talking cat to be your partner for the whole game, just like last time. And there's no reason for him to be here besides that. Literally, no fucking reason for him to be here. He is not required at all. Particularly with the fact that Ina is a constant companion to the character through the whole journey. She could do everything he does with way less annoyance and way more intrigue because she's a Wyverian, and the fucking story would actually benefit from it. All Naviru does is detract from the story because he acts like an imbecile for comedic effect and ruins the depth of every moment that exists. That's why I hate him. No, he's not an advocate for that needing to die. And I apologize to everybody watching this stream who just saw me melt down. I don't hate Naviru because on principle. I hate the way he is used here because it is completely worthless and ancillary. He had a story, he had a part to play, and he had something to do in the previous title. He had a reason to be there. He had a reason to do things. He had a reason to follow you. Do you want to know what his reason is for following you here? So that you don't have to talk! And that could just as easily have been accomplished by letting Ina do the talking for you instead! At least Ina isn't stupid! And that's my problem. Naviru hasn't grown as a character at all from his journey of maturation. He's still as stupid, fucking ram-headed, idiotically dumb as he has always been. And he lost all of that character growth specifically so he could play dumb shit comic relief at the entirety of someone else's journey. That is a waste of everything that Naviru actually could have done well! So, yeah, I find him colossally infuriating. I wish he was deleted from this game, because if he was, the game would be better. Because other people could fill the verbal space, if not the player. Or you could choose not to fill the verbal space at all, and let the emotional space be filled by body language and the animations and visual effects of what is going on in the moment. Plenty of games, particularly The Legend of Zelda, are really good at showing that off. And I say that as somebody who respects Legend of Zelda and doesn't even really care about the series that much because I've never been able to get into it that well. I tried many times. I've just never been able to get into it. But I have seen what it can do, and I respect and appreciate that, because the art of being able to tell a story without telling it to you in words is not something that many video games or even movies have. And that series is able to tell a story with Link's behavior so well it's not even funny. And I know Capcom didn't develop Zelda. I know they didn't develop Link. I don't care. What they should have done here was either learn to tell a story without using words and not had Naviru tag along to be an imbecile, Or they should have just paid a voice actor for each gender to do the work of talking in the few moments where your character would actually need to. Because I'll be honest with you, the way this game handles the silent protagonist sucks. Legend of Zelda, every Legend of Zelda game I have ever sampled and seen a full Let's Play of does it well. Every single one of the Monster Hunter Stories games I've played at this point, which is the 2 that exist, both of them have done this trope poorly, but not so poorly in the first game that it was horrifying. In the second game, it's objectively infuriating as hell because your character not talking doesn't make any goddamn sense for half the game. Because this game is all about you. Your choices, your raising of Ratha, what you've done with your monsters, and your growth as a character. For you to not be able to talk on your entire personal journey is dumb as shit, especially when an idiotic cat rifles off about dumb behavior and idiotic one-liners just for the sake of trying to make it funny when it doesn't need to be funny. I'm sorry, that has been stuck in my head for days, and I am... The last several hours of playing this game on stream, here's the thing. I love the gameplay, I adore the gameplay. Monster Hunter Stories 2 is such a gameplay upgrade from Monster Hunter Stories 1. I can't play MHS 1 anymore. It's that good. It actively made playing the first game feel worse. That's how much of an upgrade and an enhancement that it is. But the story suffers so badly because Naviru had a reason and a story arc, a character arc, and things to do in the last game. In this game, he basically exists to be a fucking mouthpiece. Literally nothing but a mouthpiece. And here's the problem with a human character. Human characters have mouths, and unless you cut out their tongue, they can talk. Yes, they can. You just can't understand half the shit they're saying. You'd have to sever their vocal cords to prevent them from being able to speak at all. And that's what pisses me off. You are partnered with monsters, partnering with monsters. Animals can't understand the English language for the most part. There's a couple that have actually learned how to do it, don't get me wrong, IRL. But most of them can understand the emotional inflection and intent behind your words with the bonds you forge with them as lifelong companions. I know this from experience. I've been raising cats for practically 30 years of my life. My mother's been raising dogs for about 50 years of her life. And she raised horses before that. The point is that an animal can learn to intuit you from your body language, from how you sound, and from what you're trying to sound like to them, and from learning to read your gestures. I understand you may not necessarily think that the player being able to talk to their monsters would matter. It would. But there's not much body language being shown either. And I get that these games were originally designed for handhelds. I don't care. When you redesign these and scale them up to be able to work on PC or the Switch or any other console, guess what? You now have the assets to be able to better show that off. Remastering them in order to improve those animations and showcase that better would actually improve the experience. So would taking away a dumbass talking cat that has no reason to be here because his story has already been told and his story is not added onto here. He's just kind of there to talk for you while you have your story. But that keeps drawing the camera and the focus to him when it should be on you or the monsters or both, but not him. That actively breaks down and ruins much of the attempted storytelling in the moment. The only saving grace this game has is that I can actively tell what they're going for the entire time based on what people are saying, even if it doesn't work, because the storytelling is so half-assed that it doesn't always get a pass to make it function. Okay. Well, that's good news, I guess. Yes, and at least in Wild, they had good enough voice acting in English translation that your characters didn't sound like shit and also sounded like they were part of an actively living, breathing world. Again, it's just instances where the game. And again, I apologize for the massive tirade, folks, but game developers who are seasoned should know how to tell a fucking story. These developers know how to tell a story in a monster showing up. They may not necessarily know how to tell a story from say, using words, but they know how to make every monster in this game series behave in a unique way that kind of describes a little bit about what you are fighting and how you would be needing to fight it just by its introduction. You know what I mean? And that's important. Because what that tells me is you guys know, you actively know how to design this a moment, a scene, where nothing speaks, but everything is told. How can you be so good at doing that in the mainline games and fail so badly at trying to tell a story without actually talking in the fucking spin-offs? The correct answer is you can't! This is how I know that a less apt team for the job did work here. Activate Bloodsucker again so their vampire effect stays. Good news, Rev. Your lightning Xenoger is exactly what I need in order to be able to deal with Raised Wing Rafa, because he's weak to electricity. Oh dear God, I just took a shitload of damage. Actually, Kyle. Jesus Christ, you almost killed Kyle. Oh, great. Wait a minute. How is he able to use Sky High Dive? He's not bonded to Rafa. He seriously just one-shot Kyle. How just for you. Where is all this power coming from? It's coming from the boot that's about to fly so far up your ass, you're gonna taste the goddamn armored scales on my boots! And considering that I'm wearing Astalos layered armor, that's gonna be one real painful penetration, motherfucker. What the hell? He just got a tri-attack off. What the fuck, man? Who's he shooting? Please be me. Yeah, it was me, okay. Oh god, he's firing another one? He can do triple attacks now. Right. Oh boy, holy god, this is excessively big. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. No, this is ridiculous. Devs, you should not have given this boss the ability to triple attack. There's making a boss harder, and then there's giving them the ability to pile on so much damage that your testicles basically just get thrown in the face. Yep, your testicles walk. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, I just dodged the savage fireball? What the fuck? God damn, son. One-shot by the ogre.
Thanks.
God damn it, I am not losing that dragon now, game.
At last, it appears!
Finally! Accept my offering to you. Take the Rathalos. Take me! For the brand new world!
This will not end as it did before. my going on. I'm glad you like your RPG.
Look!
Our foe reveals itself. Ultura!
That's Ultura's true form? Okay, the Alaskan Bullworm is way more intimidating than that. No, you should have stayed a Graboid. I've never been able to forget it. Yes, I did.
For this awakening,
But I also respect
take
it.
my life! Why must you interfere?
I won't let you die! Open your
Why
eyes
not
and
let
look.
him die? He's a fucking
Look at
lunatic!
the world that you reject! Now open your ears and listen! That which you hear, it's not the voice of that monster. It's not telling tales of a new world to come. All it wants is to live. It's the first cry of a newborn. The one who wants a new world. It's not the monster. It's you.
What the actual hell?
Drat!
How did it atomize that arrow mid-flight? Why does it look like a hybrid between a moth and a dragon? That is weird.
You met Red, didn't you?
No. It doesn't matter. This is my story.
Now it's our turn.
Guardian Ratha disappears into Ultura's light, and you are reunited with Red as his mission finally comes to an end. The sacrifice of Guardian Ratha fully awakens Ultura. This is the truth that Red had pursued for so long. You and Ratha surge forth for your final flight. Man, why does Kyle gotta be my final ally? Couldn't it have been like one of my teammates from the original game? Or maybe, I don't know, anyone else? I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm afraid I don't like you that much, Kyle.
Ultura. This is where it all ends. What's happening?
It flashed again.
We're positively cloudacious. Nothing to fear, right?
Good fucking God, don't quote him.
Let's finish this hunt.
Oh,
Yeah! Time to put our kinship to the test!
oh God, that was painful. You're all going to die. versus Ultura. It's a technical one. And it's weak to dragon damage, so yeah. And it's also vulnerable to blood damage. Now I'm really angry. Rev, you're letting the time pressure overload you, brother. Still evolving?
What is this thing?
What are you?
Evolving?
That light. Both the wings and the end. I get it.
Get what? Oh my unholy hell, it's creating a gravity well! What in the name of all fuck? How can... Oh god! Oh, this is gonna hurt. He one-shot both of us. Ultimate attack! Now you die! Thunderbolt? He's changed to power. He resists all weapon types. His attribute changed? Oh, fuck me.
I'll thank you later.
Vulnerable to poison damage. That suck. Blaze. Ow! Oh my god! Thunder Tempest? Oh no. Jesus, that almost gets the whole off at me.
Thanks. I'll take care of the rest.
Damn it. Oh, fucking good. Okay, I broke his wings. I've got to keep everybody's health flowing. Oh god, ow! 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 Wait a minute. That didn't do near as much damage as the last one. What the hell? I mean, it still hurts. Get those crits! Get those crits! Oh, fuck. I need to do a berserk. Oh god damn it, he paralyzed me! No! That depends on the RPG. For instance, in Dark Souls, it's easily worse. For tactical RPGs, anything that denies you a turn, which could be paralysis, it could be sleep, it could be stun, anything that denies you action economy is easily one of the worst things to ever experience. Poison is only ever really a nightmare in specific games. Poison is weird. In Dark Souls, actually, in Dark Souls 1, in Dark Souls 1 and 3, poison is completely ignorable. In Dark Souls 2, poison is almost as dangerous as toxic. What, Doc? I have had to rotate buffs this entire fight because my teammate can't buff, and the buff's the only thing keeping this party offensive. That too. Closer to a bard in this instance. If only he'd seen how I actually play RPGs. Oh shit, what is he doing now? Jesus Christ, he's growing even more wings? If this turns into the fight with the seven-eyed dragon from fucking Legend of Dragoon, I'm gonna be pissed.
The amulet must be connected somehow.
Yes. The light is. It's time.
Oh, that. Yeah, actually, I have
I'll thank you later. I'll take care of the rest.
You take shelter underneath it, and the rain will take poison off of the leaves and branches and pour it on you. God, how have we not turned this tree into a weapon? Jesus! I can't use skills?
I'll thank you later.
Ah! Shit. Trying to finish this game. Infernal meteor storm! Is it done?
It stopped moving?
Did we do it?
No, we're not done. It auto-revived.
Look at that.
How?
The light from the lantern. There must be a way to pierce that light. That's gotta be it.
What's gotta be it? Dragon Blade. Oh god.
Thanks.
Dragon Bolt. Dragon Bolt. One-shot lava? Where are my ancient potions?
Thanks.
Oh my god, he has the right idea with that though. Like, Bruce Campbell playing Ash Williams being attacked by evil Deadite Muppets. What could be funnier than that? I dare you to find something funnier than that. Jesus Christ, game!
Thank you later.
Please stop letting the boss triple attack. Did you just fart?
I'll thank you later. Thanks.
Jesus Christ! Stop attacking Kyle! Starting to feel like he might. This guy hates Kyle right now. I feel like more than fucking Cartman hated Kyle. Goddamn you! I always hated Cartman. I always hated Cartman. You're supposed to.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, what did you say? It's the Leon only sequences. Yes, Genshin Impact has a story. Yes, they all usually have a story.
I'll thank you later.
Okay. What I'm hearing is we need to give Virgil the Youngling Slayer 9031.
I'll take care of the rest.
No one steals Princess Church but Donkadonks and lives!
Stand a chance!
Then we finish it off. With the amulet.
You think that'll work?
Just a hunch. Unless you've got a better idea. Ready? We gotta stop it from moving. We need to do something. Thing is, those scales are in the way. Okay. Let's finish this! isn't the end, right?
No! Not at the tail end of the fucking fight, game. Come on. It cast a spell called Luminosity, which destroyed the last 2 hearts that I had and auto-ended the fight and shucked me back to fucking Hakolo Village. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's talk about bad game design, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? If you lose at the point where you're basically at the scripted victory point, and that's what it does and forces you to have to redo the entire fight, that's bad game design. 2, this boss cheats very blatantly through pretty much the entire fight. As basically the only way for me to keep the entire party going is a constant cycle of fucking buff attacks and enhancements while my party again does the work. Anybody who watched my previous Monster Hunter Stories 1, you might have noticed that my biggest issue that I had with pretty much the entire game was that after a point, your Monster Hunter, or your Monster Rider basically just becomes an item vendor that occasionally gets to participate in battle.
We're positively claudacious. Nothing to fear, right?
Kind of a similar problem here. And, casting an insta-kill move that automatically knocks the entire fucking party out and forces you to have to restart an entire battle, because you decided to buff the party when that's been the only reason you didn't die for the whole fight. Suck my dick. Sorry, suck my dick. That's shitty game design. That's punishing you for doing what makes sense to keep the fight from getting worse. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Players have to be able to feel like it was their fault. It's not my fault I died in that sequence because I didn't know that I was gonna be fucked if I buffed at the start of that fucking sequence.
Thanks.
Now I do through trial and error, but that's a colossal waste of time because I have to do the whole fight all over again. That's not interesting, that's not fun, that's not entertaining, that's just being an asshole. Oh no, it's angry. I don't care. Over my fucking stream limit just to end this goddamn game because I had to die at the 11th hour and 59th minute, and that's just game time. But I did nothing wrong! But I did, it's just not my fault that I did something wrong. What's a problem that a lot of old video games have, ladies and gentlemen? The problem is that it will randomly kill you and fuck you up for instances where you didn't even know you were making a mistake. And you didn't know you were making a mistake because you didn't know that there was a mistake to be made. Like walking into a dungeon that you didn't know you weren't supposed to go into. 9 times out of 10, how did it pay you back for that? It killed you. Issue number 2, random insta-kill moves that can be triggered by certain enemies and certain techniques and certain combos. Perhaps one of the best examples of that is in Final Fantasy X. In Final Fantasy X, the player is entirely capable of fighting Lady Yunalesca and dying almost immediately. You might wonder how. Well, her phase 2, she likes to cast zombie on the party and then use powerful healing spells in order to kill you. But if you trigger her phase 3,
Stay focused.
she will cast Mega Death, and if your party is not afflicted with zombie, it will kill the entire party right away. By the way, the entire long-ass, like, I believe it's 5-10 minute cutscene that leads up to dealing with her, completely unskippable. So you have to go through all of that again if that happens. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? No, of course not. That's why it's called bad game design. It's a really cool puzzle to have to figure out how to deal with. Don't get me wrong, but the game did not quantify what would make it fair when it did. Lot. Also, every time this boss executes one of those moments where it would knock everybody down instantly if it doesn't do the finale thing, you have to completely rebuff your entire party and rebuild your skill meter up. Guess why? Because it counts as a whole new fight before you go under a hard reset for that. That's your fault, by the way. Because you're the one who's punished when it does that. Oh, and all of the AoE healing items that I used up from the last fight are gone! I don't get to save any of those! You've got to be kidding. No, it's not kidding. They're just gone. They're just gone. And again, that's my fault because they're gone. Because I used them. Because I was gonna win.
Thanks.
Until the game decided I can't win unless I do it once. Let's just pretend that that's a legitimate modification of the fight. I'll just start hurling mega potions around and praying to God that I don't lose the fight again. If I do, I'll go back to Nuate and hopefully I can buy good AoE healing items from the item vendor, because I feel like that's the only way you can survive this, in lieu of not having Bloodsucker. That's why I told you you should probably try to use an item that would die for him instead of, you know, letting him die. But again, the issue... Okay, Rev, if you get that pissed off about about a change in game genre for a game being the issue, then you have a purist issue. Games are allowed to change their genre. Games are allowed to change their genre. Yeah, what about it? Oh, it doesn't reset those. Okay.
I'll take care of the rest.
Yes. I'm absolutely upset with this movie. And I feel like I have every reason. Well, I broke this goddamn thing. The monster variety has been gradually increasing with each entry. There's enough new monsters in Monster to I was using the same ones every time. Oh, you're talking weapon variety. In the first one, they only really had 3 weapons. Great swords, swords and shields, I think bows, and great swords. They had 4 weapons. And then they added, I think, 2 more in here, with the hunting horn and... I believe they're going to be adding the charge blade. That's definitely going to be. God damn it, Kyle. Somehow I'm still surviving so far. You said Britannia was the first thing that came to mind was when Quartermain in the League of Gentlemen film rammed a guy onto a big ass horn and impaled him on it, and then the British flag fell down over the dude's frickin' face as if trying to cover the body, and then Quartermain just goes good old Britannia. I love that movie. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
I'll thank you later.
What is it called? Streaming. I have no clue. I know the Men in Black trilogy is on. The good Men in Black. Not that piece of shit.
I'll thank you later.
I wish I could forget what I saw of that movie. I sat down and watched that movie one time just to see. I was like, is it really as bad as everyone tells me? And it was! Oh my fucking god, it was. And here's the worst part, not only was it as bad as everyone told me, it was worse. Jesus Christ, that movie was so bad. I didn't see it in theaters. My girlfriend and I sat down and watched it. We tried really hard to give it a chance. We cleared 3/4 of that movie, I think it was, and oh my god, it was so fucking bad. Like, it was so bad. I wish I was wrong. I wish I was lying. I wish I wasn't telling you the truth. It was a agonizing experience, and I regret ever having watched it. Oh no, it one-shot Kyle instead. Okay. I'm gonna give Kyle some vital lessons so that he doesn't instantly die. He falls down. I will kill you if you continue. You will die. You're welcome to believe that. Berserk, so that my buddies can keep on going. Keep healing my dragon, especially since I just ate dragon bullets in the face. Okay, Ratha, bro, I gotta ask, why did you do a speed attack? Ow. The third one hit me. Oh no, he hit Kyle again. Jesus Christ, maybe there is a little bit of Cartman in this fucking thing. That's the second time it has beatnicked Kyle into shit. Okay. Please, just, for the love of God, destroy one of those wings to reduce his attacks. I need his attacks to come down.
Perfect aim.
Oh my god. Actually, no, his attack heals. Kyle, why? Kyle, you fool.
I'll thank you later.
Please tell me that is everything. Still using Dragon.
Thanks.
Still multi-attacking. God damn it. Okay, where is the wing that needs to be destroyed? Okay, you destroyed his left wing instead of targeting his right ray wing. I have officially lost all faith in the AI in this game. Knocked off? Why did I not activate my goddamn super attack? That is what I told him to do. Game! That was not a normal attack! Why did you make it one? Let's cheat me out of my specials and my fucking free turns now, shall we? God damn it, stop that shit! Have a good day at work, dude. Come on, I know what I hit. I hit rider skill, not basic attack, power, or technical. I watched where my cursor went.
I'll thank you later.
Why is the game telling me that's not what I did?
This is bad! Look at that power! We don't stand a chance!
Then we finish it off. With the amulet.
You think that'll work?
Okay. I need to destroy its wing. I have to use charge to activate that. I had attacked, this fight would be over already. No, 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 no! Oh! I should have fucking used my vital essence this turn. I lost again! God damn you, game! This is not how you do a boss fight! You don't just give me an auto failure! God damn it! Fucking shit! Stop! Just stop! Never ever do this! This is how you don't design a final boss! Oh, luminosity! You auto lose! Fucking bullshit I do! Bullshit! I auto lose just because he activates that! That's called cheating, video game! Cheating! C-H-E-A-T-I-N-G, cheating! It is a last desperate measure used to bullshit a player out of being able to actually finish the game. And what do you do in order to cause it? An arbitrary fucking damage check.
Thank you.
Just stop! Jesus Christ. The level of aggravation this has put me through. I should have already won twice now!
What to do?
Twice now! That's a fucking side quest I'm not even gonna complete. I'm an hour over my goddamn limit. No, I'm 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, I'm 20 minutes over my usual limit. I am so fucking furious right now. Stop fucking doing this bullshit gatekeeping. That's literally all it is. It's a bullshit lockout at the 11th hour and 59th minute that has no fucking business being there. It's just there because, fuck you, it can be. Where are these from my inventory? I know I had more, and now I just randomly don't. Because the game told me, by the way, bro, they're not actually here anymore. There's no reason for me to not have them. They're just randomly not in my inventory anymore. I know I used one earlier in the game. I didn't use the others, though, so why are they gone? Alright, let's go recollect my monster expeditions. They've got to be done, right? Maybe they'll have some meat. I don't know. Not even sure. I'm so done with this at this point. Strength nutrient. They succeeded. They actually found the most shit. Alright, let's go into my items. guess let's take a look at the rite of channeling and see if there's anything I can do to make Ratha any stronger at this point. If I were to do this, what would he get out of it? What does he have right now? I could have ordered him to do that, but if luminosity triggers before I get to move, and it always does, it won't matter. I'll just die. He needs more HP. He's dying too quickly. I shouldn't have to take hers in order to make him do that, though. That boss cheats anyway. I need Fang Wyvern stimulants. Okay. If I had attacked instead of using charge when I wasn't sure, I probably would have won the fight. If I had actually used charge at the appropriate time, I still would not have lost, and I would have won the fight. This is why I'm so pissed off by this. It's one of those, I already won the game, but the game won't let me just have the win, because it wants me to deal with an arbitrary break something check. And it thinks that's fair somehow. Capcom have had a long list of issues when it comes to actually being able to design a finished product. This just kind of proves it, and has done nothing but make it worse. Please stop showing me cutscenes I don't even want to see. Thank you so much for joining me on this point. It's like, joining you? Excuse me? Like, this is... Bitch, this is my fucking circus at this point. Let's move on to the kinship first.
I'll thank you later.
That did far. Research next so we can start immediately whittling down this map. I am not stopping until I win. I'm tired.
Thanks.
Why did you use a speed attack?
I'll take care of the rest.
Let's give everybody health, please, Pep talk is a shockingly really useful thing. I'm sick of losing this fight. I'm sick of making it all the way to the tail end, and then the game's like, by the way, fuck you. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I'm sure this is something that is relatable to somebody. And now he's gonna do speed. He's gonna, yeah, oh, no. I completely misread with the monster. Stop it. Thunderblade! Irony, I bought only 10 of these life powers. Or 20. I had 10 somewhere in my inventory. The game wasn't heat. Flame game. Is the boss just immune to like all status ailments? Is that what's going on here? Because if it is, I'm really disappointed. The main reason that irritates me is that, once again, this is the case of the final boss is immune to status ailments, the player is not. And the final boss can use whatever element it wants, so it can access all the status ailments. That's not a gate check for everything you've learned. That's a gate check for everything you have learned in field. And I don't really feel like that's fucking fair to the player to have to endure while the boss just sort of doesn't.
Thanks.
He does like to use his heat. I do like that I gave him a new ability that he actively is trying to do. Activating bonds of kinship, because that's going to allow me to It's also what's helping me spam the shit out of my stuff. Oh, and you had to miss. See, the boss is immune to being set on fire, but somehow a fire dragon just isn't.
I'll thank you later.
And neither am I. No, that's not fair. Particularly when the dragon that I have to use on you is fire-based. You don't get to be immune to the fire status ailment whilst being able to do it. That's not fair. Don't do that. This is one of the biggest and most enduring complaints that I have had about a lot of boss fights over the many, many boss fights and many, many video games that I have fought against and played through in my entire life. Your boss design needs to be hard for a final boss, challenge them up with every mechanic they have learned to use and deal with over the course of the game, but it also needs to be fair. If it can't be both of these things, it has no business being. Click that kinship skill twice, just so the game knows what I want to do. Instead of, you know, clicking it once and the game goes, you want me to attack, right?
Stay sharp.
Okay, broke his wing, did 3,000 damage. That was pretty good. Kyle healed himself with his super, so I don't have to worry about healing him. Just drop him. Blaze Tempest, Ratha resist fire. Oh. Bonds of kinship over there, man. Yeah! Oh, come on, Ratha! Second time he's played. The accuracy on that heat beam move is not that bad. It actually noted that I dodged that attack before actual punch animation. Hey, man. This keeps the offense going. It's also keeping the party alive. So that he doesn't get instant kill by whatever the monster was. Oh wait, that's not gonna matter. This is the best part about kinship skills. They actively block the opponent being able to. These attacks have chances to inflict sleep.
I'll take care of the rest.
What I don't like about his Aqua Bolus, or his Bolus attack, when he gets the ability to multi-attack, half the time when he triple attacks, he just fucks you. Instant death. He'll hit one character twice and
Thanks.
I feel really bad that I let myself melt down over that and over probably the 12th time. I don't hate the cat. Oh no, he inflicted fucking seal on me.
Keep up the pace!
One of the few instances where I can safely do an attack and not have to worry about dying instantly. Trying to up my damage. 2,100 damage. Did that fuck up his head? Yeah, that actually did some serious damage to the body. Why is he doing this speed? That's actually relatively ignorable. Somehow I haven't been knocked out the whole fight yet, I noticed. Again, knocking on wood. This is where it usually gets very hard to keep everybody. Again, Rocklet, you use a speed attack when you really shouldn't, and it killed you. Had to go and say something. Will you heal yourself? Oh, he's about to use it. It's also going to stop the boss from attacking. Sorry, everybody. I'm just really impatient for this to be over.
I'll take care of the rest.
Damn, that did good damage to his leg. To my face.
I'll thank you later.
Ow. Did not. This will totally lock out the boss for a while. Actually, I'm gonna let this play. This is still one of the best animations. One less attack. Now you can only attack once around. Bloodsuck healed him.
I'll thank you later.
Your shower's pretty cool too, but I'm trying to speed it up. like it does 4 or 5. Oh my god, it's finally over. I'm so sorry. I feel like I ruined the episode.
I'll aim at the light of its wings. We only get one shot at this.
Roger that!
This boss looks awesome. Wham!
Your turn! Ryder!
It's go time!
Alright, pal, I know that you holding all that energy in has been hurting you, so let's let it go for real this time! My mayonnaise. Wow. The explodiest of explosions right there. Oh.
Partner? Partner!
Don't tell me you're leaving already.
Sorry, buddy. I can't stick around forever.
Kyle, don't forget the gift.
Oh, right! This is for you.
You found it.
Not me. Tsukino was the one who found it.
Thank you both. Let's meet again sometime, okay?
Can someone please tell me why
Hey, aren't we missing
that
someone?
amulet suddenly became important?
About that,
What?
I should have known where to find you. Here again today, huh?
my partner's been waiting for Rafa to come back.
Ratha put his life at risk to protect us. Without Ratha's help, we never would have been able to defeat Altura.
I don't doubt it. And thanks to your efforts, Mahana is safe.
It wasn't just us. Kyle, Tsukino, everyone who helped us along the way. They all contributed something to make this possible. And let's not forget Red and Guardian Ratha. We couldn't have done it without everyone.
Oh my god, they gave him a voice!
You're back! You're really back!
I'll tell our story to everyone back home. About how we met, about our adventures together, about all we went through. And above all, about the bond between riders and monsters.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Alright. You've heard my complaints enduringly all the way through to the end. But I'm gonna go ahead and give what I think is to be a solid review. I believe this game is a good 7 out of 10. The story is ass. It's very anime logic. It doesn't really hold together at all if you look at it for longer than 10 seconds. A lot of games have stories like that, so I suppose that's not necessarily the worst thing to say about the story. The characters, for the most part, are good. Naviru's back. Naviru is Naviru. In terms of his characterization, I don't like that he basically is still himself and still doing what he was doing before. But the original main character just seems to have vanished and isn't here. I despise that. I despise that immensely, particularly now that I've seen that they voiced the main character with one single line in the entire game. Guess what? You could have been voicing the main character the entire fucking game. So that they could learn to speak for themselves and not be spoken for by a goddamn female. And honestly, I'll be real. If Monster Hunter Stories 3 has the same issue, I'm probably gonna flip my shit. I don't think it will. I hope to God it doesn't. If it does, I'm gonna lose my mind. Regardless, this was a really fun experience. In terms of major cons to gameplay, Poison is not nearly as easy to abuse as it used to be, which kind of pissed me off. Poison was kind of one of my main saving graces for a big portion of the game. I do like how my character was able to be more powerful, more well-tuned to the game's difficulty, so that I was a little bit less of an item vendor, but I don't like that I basically had to play Bard at the end of the game through pretty much the entirety of the final fight. And many of the game's hardest fights, many of the actual support decisions get made by the player. They don't get made by the AI. The AI gets to turn its brain off for the most part. You really kind of just don't. I I hope the AI gets further improved upon. The combat depth was improved so much from the previous title that I can't go back to playing Monster Hunter Stories 1. It actively feels worse to play after having played a good portion of Monster Hunter Stories 2. I love Monster Hunter Stories 2. I love the gameplay. I love the monster catching mechanics. I love this. I hate the way that they have done a lot of the moments though, because Namiru just actively detracts from us. And that upsets me. Because he could have been used well in this game, and he just wasn't. He was used exactly the same way, even when there wasn't much reason for him to be used that way. And I don't like that. There's no reason. And Kyle's over here still burning things. That look of complete disapproval on the back. The storyline. Excuse me, damn it. The storyline for these games could be so much better than it is. It really could. And seeing that so easily is largely what takes me off so much. It could be, and I just wish it was. I've given you guys an hour longer than normal because of my failures. You get to enjoy me melting down about what I consider to be not so good game mechanics. I don't like it when a final boss basically has an arbitrary damage check of any kind that you have to pass in order to win. I very much prefer it to be a fight of skills and abilities and being able to tactically think and reason on your feet. I felt like I had to do that the entire fight purely for the support angle. Because none of the monsters or allies that I had could do it from a support angle at all. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like that holds this game. Once again, if the player doesn't take that angle, they're hamstrung into basically being an item vendor and keeping the party alive. And that sucks. Because it means that you don't get to feel near as much direct action involvement as the other characters. And I don't think that's fair to the player at all. And it's not. But the ending was pretty epic. It was fairly well told, fairly well done. From what I've heard, Naviru shouldn't be returning, and honestly, I'm glad. I don't want him back. I don't want him to be back. I don't feel like he needed to be. Zellard. Let's talk about the antagonist, because I'll be real with you guys, the antagonist fucking sucks. First of all, Zellard appears and talks to you and is there for a small portion of the game. Then he's not there anymore until all of a sudden he randomly pops up when the game's almost over, demands you hand over Ratha, says he hates that the world is run by humans, and steals the dragon, instantaneously corrupts him, and then you're forced into a fight. Losing my dragon to corruption in such a way made no sense to me. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't make a lick of sense, and it irritated me. To make matters worse... Oh, hey, Alwyn. Is this the sequel bait? And there's proof that he's allergic. Naviru Mao / Wyatt Bowen, Skylar Clark, Curtis Legault, Elena Dunkelman, Zellard's motivations would only make sense if the Wyverians were actively being destroyed by humanity. Like, say humanity had been running some, like, he'd had to deal with a lot of renegade humans who were attacking their settlements and killing Wyverians just to kill Wyverians, then maybe Zellard's motivations would be more compelling. As it stands, he doesn't really have much of anything to stand on. He's poorly written, so I don't feel anything for him. He's just an insanoid to me. That's really it. He's just an insanoid. I wish there was more to him. I want there to be more to him. There should be more to him. There isn't more to him. And it's infuriating that there's nothing to him. Because it's a tiring process. Like, this is not good character design. This is not good villain design. We don't even know who the villain is until the final reveal. And there's not enough evidence to really suggest that it's Zellard until Zellard actually exposes who he is, or you hear his voice and manage to remember, oh, hey, that's that Wyverian from all the way back when, and you probably won't because he's not that interesting and he's just not a compelling character. I have a lot of fun with this game, but the fact that the story elements are terrible, like, completely takes me out of it. I'm sorry, but they do. And it sucks. Because I know I have seen better written stories than this, particularly with twist villain arcs, but it could have been so much better. It could have. It should have. I have seen Capcom do better things. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Savage Hound Dusk. I've been bitterly disappointed with the game's story and frustrated with its final boss. I'm going to let the rest of these credits play, and I hope everyone has a great night.
Dance, oh light, across the sky. Send to us from heaven. Bring us hope and show the path to our futures. Shining in the night, upon wings you'll fly. Hope from the dark, brightening the sky. Just like the sun, our salvation, enlightened by you. Oh, sacred star, light our way. On scarlet wings, take our wishes upon your way into the sky, soaring ever high, beyond anywhere, beyond the world to eternity.
Altura has been defeated. This feat was achieved thanks to the power of your kinship with Ratha. An impressive strength, born of trust. The tale of your triumph will be retold time and again, never to be forgotten. You are our living legends.
When you say you mean me too, right?
Mm-hmm. You won't just be known as Red's grandchild, but as the champion rider of Mahana.
Maybe you'll become our new leader. This is so exciting!
I hereby grant you access to the Elder's Lair in the Forbidden Grounds.
But, Chief Gara, aren't all riders supposed to stay away? It's crazy dangerous there. Nobody knows what monsters lurk in that place.
Nearly true, Kana. There was one rider who knew what the Elder's Lair held. Red.
Oh yeah, he was allowed to go there, that's right.
I reckon that's where he went to do his thinking when the world started taking a dark turn. As the heroes who defeated Altura, you too may find something of interest there.
I can't believe it. I guess times have changed, huh? You're no longer the rookie rider anymore. Right, I'll come along with you. Can't hurt to have some extra help, right?
In the wake of Altura's influence, there is talk of unusually ferocious monsters appearing far and wide.
To think it would have such a widespread effect.
That is just the way of nature. Perhaps you could look into this matter further.
If you return to Ruto, Alwyn is sure to lend a hand. Avinia and Kuan is reliable as well.
We also have our buddies Roberto and Cheval to call on. And,
Kyle and Tsukino, of course.
You made so many friends along the way. And your adventure is far from over.
our legend will never end. So let's shake a tail and head to the Elder's Lair already. Let's run!
So this is the so I guess that's the way the game opens the post game up for you. Honestly, that's kind of cool. I doubt I'll be interacting with the post game this much because Monster Hunter 3 is coming out. Our Stories 3 is coming out soon, and I kind of want to play it. It looks like it's going to have a heavy emphasis on co-op, so that's actually pretty cool. I got a lot of friends I'd love to play it with. Everybody have a wonderful night. I've been Savage Hound Dusk. This is the end of Monster Hunter Stories.